Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, dear teachers. I am Ajay Datta from the Department of Computer Science in Medis College, and I am creating this tutorial on Google Classroom to help the teachers to conduct their online classes. Since all of us are in this lockdown scenario and we have to keep our class running, so this is one of the very good application that you can see, and it's free to use, provided you have got two things that you have to take care. One is that you need of course an internet for it to work, and you need a Gmail account in order to create the Google Classroom account. So I'll be teaching you, or I'll be rather showing you how to use this app from the teacher's point of view. So later on, if possible, I'll create also the video from a student's point of view, how they can actually reply to the assignments or any other discussion that is there going on in the Google Classroom. But right now, this video is all about how a teacher can create different classes and all the other aspects. So I'll be starting off. So you can see in the screen, this is just like a replica of the phone that I'll be using. So here, if I'll be logging in now. Just 1 minute. Yeah. So here is an example of a Google Classroom. Now, before we come to this classroom, you have to install this classroom app first. So to install this class, once you have installed this classroom app, you will be seeing it over here. This is the Google Classroom app. So now you can see that I have already got a lot of classes that is already over here. And now if your phone has been registered to only one user, so you will be seeing the user over here. Right now you can see that I have got one user over here. Unfortunately I cannot point here right now because my mouse pointer, okay, I'll try to this. Now you can see that this is one user and this is one more user, so that means I can switch my, I have got classroom in both the users. So this is my personal email address, and now if I want to switch to the other one, then I just have to click on this one and you can see my classroom changes. So that means I have got some more classes that is running around for this particular user. So you can have multiple accounts and you can create multiple classrooms as well. So now if I want to switch back, I'll just be using this account so that I can show you how these classrooms are created. So you can see that I have a lot of classes that is running around here. So now I will be referring to one of the classroom that is for our BCom student where I have already created one. So this is a class, these are all respective classes. So now if you are a new user, you won't see anything like this because that will be an empty. So what you have to do is that you can click on this plus symbol on top. Now you have got two options. One is that you can join class or you can create a class. Join class is for the students. If they want to join the class, they will be choosing this and then they will be asking for a code, which as a teacher you have to give it to them, and I'll be showing you how you get your code. And another option is that you can create a class. So you can click on this one, creating a class. You have to agree to all these things and you can just say continue. So here you have got some options, so you can decide on it. Like this is just like as if like you're creating a virtual classroom. So for example, I want to create a class for, let's say this is a test class, so I will just name it, but for all of you, you can name it as according to your this one. So I'll just name it as a test class, right? uh, as for section also, I will just say maybe section A. I'm just creating it, section A. Room, let's say room 3. This will just replicate the real environment that is there in your respective college or school. So this one, and subject, so let's say this is also for me, I'm just making a subject 1, subject A, right? So once you have created all these things, you just have to click on the create on the top. You can see that over there. So the moment I'll create this, you can see it will take some time. This is the online process, so depends on your network speed. So it will create the classroom. So I'll wait for some time. I hope it does it fast. Here also I am using a mobile network right now, just to you can get a glimpse of how fast and slow also it depends on the area where you are. So there it is, the class has been created. Now once the class has been created, you can see that this is totally empty right now. You can change for example, if you don't like this picture over there, you can change that also. All these options are there, but let's try to keep it to the basic right now. So right now, once you have created this class, then you have got three tabs which is below. You can see that one is stream, one is classwork, and one is people. So now there is no people which has been added to it because right now this is the first class. All right. So if you want to send this class detail to your students, so what you do is that you click on that icon on top that looks like a gear, and then if you go over here, you can see in the general tab there is written something called class code. That is very important. If you select it for some time, it will say that the class code copied. And what you can do is that you can send it to one of the students, or maybe if you have a WhatsApp group, you send it to them in that group and ask them that they have to join the class. Once they join the class, the same thing will happen. They will click on this one, all right, and they'll click on the join class. The moment they'll click the join class, they have to give that code. The moment they'll give the code, they will join the class. So once they have joined the class, I will show you now another example of where the people have already joined, or the students have already joined the class. For example, this PCOM, information technology. Now you can see lots of assignments has been given and all those things. So in this one, if you go to the people, right, as your students will be adding up, as maybe you have 100 students, maybe 50 students, maybe 20 students, depending on your class size, they will keep on adding themselves. So if they add, you will see this all the students details over here. So these are the students who have joined those classes. Now from this, so this is all about how. Now you want to add particular student on your own, you can just click on this. Next to the student, you see student with an human icon over there and a plus. You click on this one, just enter their email address or their name provided, it's there in your phone, right? So the moment you will add up, then that student will be added, but that's a manual task in case, because if you have 100+ students, then it won't be possible for you to add all of them. Better to give them the class code. But if you want to add one or two, that's easy. Now one good thing about Google Classroom is that you can add more teachers. Now there are certain classes where more than one teacher is taking the class. So if you want to add more than one teacher to your classroom, you can click next to your own name. For example, it's written my name over there, and you can see that plus over there. Same thing, you add your email address of the teacher or the name, provided the name is there in your phone. The moment you will add up, the teacher will be a co-teacher in your classroom. So that's how you can add the teacher as well as the students. Now this is one part, that is how you add your students. Now the next important thing is that how you can give the students the assignments, the questions and all. So you have to go to the classroom tab. Once you go to the classroom tab, like you may have seen, so in my case you can see that there are lots of I have created certain classes already, like video tutorials and all those things, but you can also do the same thing, but I'll show you with this example only. So here what you have to do is that you click on this plus symbol, right? So you have options like assignment, questions, material, topic. All right, so topic not to bother much about here. Now once, if suppose you want to create on the assignment, sorry for that, okay, that's one of our teachers who is responding. uh, okay, so if you have to create on the assignment, just click on the assignment, and here you can write again the title of the assignment, the descriptions, okay, how many points you want to give to the students. And then I think I can do one thing. I will do one thing. I will add up to one assignment to the default class that I have just now created. So let's say I go back to this test class so that I can show you. Go to the classroom. All right. So right now it's empty, as you can see. Click on this plus. Click on this assignment. Give a title to this. Okay. Let's say introduction. All right. Introduction. Any descriptions like introduction to Google. Sorry, Google. This is Google Classroom. All right. Now here I can give as the marks. So you can make it unmarked. Unmarked means you won't be giving them any marks for the assignment. Suppose I want to give a mark. So if I want to give 10 marks, I will just say 10 marks and I say save. All right. Now here is another thing, that is the due date. That is, when do you want the student to submit the assignment? Again, you can avoid it, or you can just give, for example, I want to them to submit it on the 15, the day when the lockdown is going to get over. Hopefully, I don't think so, but let's hope. So then you come to this topic. So since you are giving an assignment here, maybe you would like to like topics is like maybe this is a theory. This one. So let's say mm, I will say theory assignment. Theory assignments. All right. So I just click on this save. So here it saves it this one. So once everything is done, now with this assignment, if you want to attach a file, like for example, you have typed something in a file, or maybe a picture, or maybe a video link, you can do all these things. If you go look at the top, there is a pin over there. So if you click on this, so you have options like you can connect to a file which will be there in this drive. This drive means Google Drive. Link means you can give a link to a page, to a video file in your YouTube, and so on. All right. So if you want to take a own picture, you want to link it to a video, record a own video and do it, you want to create a new PDF, that is one good thing about this. Now these are a bit advanced version, so I am not going there. If required, I will create a video for them also. But right now, if you want to add a file, simple click on this and click on this file. Now here it is going to look for a file that is over here. So maybe I would like to choose one file from here, right? So I just choose one file. So it is trying to load that file over there, right? If you want to add a file, if you don't want to add a file, you can leave it. And this adding file is same in all the other cases. When you want to add a file in your while making a material, same thing applies. That is, you want to add a file from the Google as a hyperlink, or all the other options. So yeah, this is done. So attachment is done. So you can just click on there comes the file. You can see over there, you can view it over there, and if you don't like it, you can delete. Okay. And then you can options like student can edit, student can view. All right, so these are advanced options. Right now I have attached a file, and that's it. Make a copy for each student. Now that takes a lot of time because it will make a copy for all the students. All right, so leave all those things as it is, and you can just click on, don't click on back. If you click on back, that means whatever you have done over here is not being saved. You have to click on top. You can see that arrow mark on top. So I'll just point it over here. So you have to click on this arrow mark. All right, this was for the attachment, this is for the arrow mark. So you click on this one, and it will say students can view this file. Would you like the copy for each file? So I don't want, so I'll just say assign. All right, so that's because I want them to view the file. So there, so now the first assignment has been done, and Google Classroom will remind you also in its time when uh, uh, sorry, I'll come back to this classroom again. So it will remind you when is the last date for these assignments and all those things. So now you can add a class comment saying that this is a class, this is an assignment, girls I have or students I have uploaded, like for example, students I have given an assignment, please respond, something like this, whatever you feel like. Given an assignment, assignment assignment, please respond. Okay, so they can okay, given an assignment, so that you can click on this arrow. So now the students can actually, there you can say add class comments. You can see over there the students can also give a comments to this. That means it can be like a discussion in a class, so you can do that also. So now once you have all these things, now right now you can see that student work is empty. Now I will show you an example how we rate the students. For example, I'll come back to my classroom. Pardon me if I am fast because I have to look at the length of the video also. So I'll go to this one. All right, so I go to my, now I go to my classroom over here. So I have already given, so recently I have given some assignment to them and all those things. So if I go to I have created, these are the different topics, that is their video tutorials, study materials, and this info. So this is one. So like here is one assignment that has been given. So okay, so I'll go back to an assignment which has already been given to them. Maybe I can go from streams, I can go from there, right? So if I go, um, so you can see all the assignments that is there. So that I want to show you one assignments where I have rated them. Uh, yeah, I can show you this one. So you can see that, can you see this, like for a very simple one, what is information technology? So I click on this one. So I can see a lot of students which actually they haven't submitted this one yet, except for one student. Can you see this name over there? It's this one. This name, she has submitted the assignment, but she has submitted me late. Rest all of them, when it says missing, means they did not submit. Now if you feel like, you just click on this one. All right, so this is the assignment that she has submitted. All right, so now you want to give marks to that, so you can just click on this one, give her full mark, because at least she has returned me. And then you just click on this return once you have assigned, and then just click on return. So once you return, this will be notified to the students that she has got this marks for this particular assignments, and then she can respond accordingly. She can also, you can actually, while giving to this, you can also write a private comment. You can see that it's written a private comment, like you are not happy with the assignments, or there is something wrong, you can write particularly to that particular student. So as I said, you can write it over here in this one. Once you have to click on the respective student, all right, and the students can respond back to you in a private message also. So this was my question. So you can see that these are the students who are responding to this, right? So as they can do it, and you can make it as a this one means discussion as in the classroom. Similarly, if you go to the classroom, right, so you can click on this one and you can create a question. Question is again something like an assignment, but you can create question like uh, any questions that you want to ask regarding the topic. Again, you can give a due date, you can give a new topic. Now, one thing about a question is that you can see this one, this is written as a short answer. Now short answer means they will write the answer in that box. Means they will actually, the student view, you they will see one text box where they can write the answer. But suppose you want them not to write the answer, you can actually change it to something called multiple choice. Multiple choice means you can write the question over here, okay, like whatever, let's say what is the computer, then you can give option 1, option 2, option 3, and so on, as many options, and they have to choose any one of them. All right, so you can actually do this way, and if they are correct, you give them the marks accordingly. So you can do this with a question. A question can be asked in two ways, that is either as a multiple choice or as a short answer. All right, so it's up to you. Again, that is only for one question at a time. Now there are advanced things that I can talk about, like you can create an entire test online. All right, so that also you can do that. Now here is the next thing, that is material. Now as we say, material is not graded. Material is like you want to give the students some PDF books, some video tutorials, or maybe some other help that you want to give, some links and all those things. You can do exactly the same way, that is you type your title, type your descriptions, you put the attachment, and then just click on this one, and that's it. So that's how you can create the material. And as for the next one, that is your that is, we call it topics. As I told you, as we have been creating this one, you like, for example, just like for example, if I create an assignment, here is the topic version, you can see that. All right, so if I click on the topic, I have already got topics like study materials, video tutorials. You want to create a new one, just click on this one. If you just type over here, and you can type the new topic, it will be added. So this way also you can do it. Or else you want to create it separately, click on this plus and create the topic. Creating topic means just making all the you make your class very organized. Reuse a post, that is when you have already, for example, I am taking this Google Classroom already for quite some time now. I want to use a post that is already been, I have already given, let's say last year, so I can reuse this post. Not only from this, I can use it from any one of the class that is there in this one. I can use a post from those classes. So that's how you can add up to this one. So I have to keep a short length of this video, so I will wind up now. And if something else is required, anybody can ask me any questions. You can ask me in my email address, that is a.datta@smcs.ac.in, or else you can also respond to this video and I can try to make some more tutorials for this. Thank you.